Next up we have your grammar. Now here I have some explaining to do because this is a new topic and it is called prefix. Prefixes, okay? A prefix is a, let's say it's letters. It's not really a word. It's letters added to the front of a root word to change its meaning. So that is what a prefix is. It is a number of letters that you add to the front of a root word in order to change the meaning of the root word. So let's talk about what is a root word. A root word is a word that can stand by itself. For example, let's take the word happy. Let's take the word trust. Let's take the word cook. Let's take the word cycle. These are all words on their own. Good. Now, we already distinguished or established or defined that a prefix is a number of letters or a bunch of letters or some letters that you put together, put them in front of a word, and then they change the meaning of that word. Now, let's see. If we put these letters in this order in front of this word, does the meaning change? It was I'm happy, now it is I am unhappy. What about this one? If I put these three letters in front, I did trust you, but now I mistrust. Mistrust? Distrust. Not miss. Distrust you. I distrust you. Cook. If I put this in front, it becomes overcook. Cycle, if I put this in front, it becomes bicycle. Now, I want you to take a look at these words at the front, or at these letters. That is not a word. Is, that is not a word. Over, that is a word. But it doesn't count in this case. And be, that's not a word. But as soon as I put it with a root word can stand on its own. That means all of the words in blue are root words, because they had meanings and they could be used before we put the prefix in front. The prefix changed the meaning of the root words. And that is exactly what a prefix does. So let's take a look at the worksheet that we have planned for you. So open your or have your English book in front of you. I hope your name is on it, and let's page once, twice. There we go. Now, it has space for name and a date. You don't have to write your name because it's already at the front, but you can write 22 September in cursive if you wish. Now, they say prefixes go at the beginning of words. This changes the meaning of the word. For example, the prefix, here are all of the prefixes. Re, by, dis, miss, pre, over, un. Throughout the week, we're going to be talking a lot about this because they are going to be in a quiz next week. So, the meaning of the prefix re. Remember, prefix just goes in the front of a word. It never stands alone. But as soon as you see a word that starts with re, it means to do again. Unless it's a word like read. You know, read is a word in itself. I mean, if you see the prefix re, you know that it's going to mean that whatever root word is after the prefix means to do again. For example, turn. Turn is a normal word, but if you say return, it means you turn again. Another example might be rewrite. I did write, but now I have to do it again. So we say re. You write again. To do again, rewrite. I want you, Yuzike, to go find one more example of a prefix with the re re in front. I'm moving on. By. By means to. For example, bicycle. If we look at this, cycle is already a word on itself. It tells you that you are cycling. But now that the by comes in front, you know that it's a cycle. You cycle a bike with 2 wheels. 2 wheels, 2 bicycle. Good. You can also talk about bipolar. It is a mental disorder, if you want to say it that way, where people can be very happy and then very sad at the same time. They feel 2 moods very greatly. So 2 polar, opposite poles, means they are feeling opposites at the same time, but 2 of them. So you can go think of one more example of a word with the prefix by. Then we move on to dis. Dis means not. I dislike that. I do not like that. Another one could be disappoint. You disappoint me. Okay? Appoint means you have been chosen. That's basically what it means. Appoint means, or appointment. It means you have been chosen. Somebody relies on you or whatever. And then when you do not appoint them anymore, it means you are disappointing to them. You do not do what they thought that you were going to do. I want you to give me one more example of a prefix dis word. Then we go on to miss. Remember, all of the words after the prefix must be able to stand alone, otherwise it's not a root word. Miss means wrong. You misbehaved, okay? You misbehaved, which means you behaved the wrong way. Same thing with misunderstanding. You understood it wrong. You understood it, but it was wrong. You misunderstood it. I want you to go find another word for that starts with miss prefix. Pre means before. Quickly look at this. Prefix has the prefix pre in it, which is why it goes at the beginning of words, because pre means before, prehistoric, pre-school. My baby sister's in preschool, before school. Before she goes to school, she has to be in preschool. I want you to go find one more word with a prefix of pre in front of it. Over means too much. Overcook, that means you cooked the meal, but you cooked it too much, so now it's burnt. It's overcooked. Another example could be to overreact. Over too much react. You react too much. You are overreacting. That means shouting when something very simple has just happened. That could be the definition. All right. I want you to go find one more with over in front. That means too much. And then at the bottom, un means not. Dis and un mean not. So I'm unhappy. I'm not happy. I am, unacceptable. Un means not, and acceptable means I will take it this way. But unacceptable means I'm not taking it this way. Unacceptable. Okay, I want you to go find one more with the prefix un.